Have you ever wondered what happens when a country kicks out its hard-working Cambodian friends and thinks it can do better on its own? Today, we're diving into the shocking stories of 10 countries that tried replacing Cambodians. Those amazing people who built economies with their skills in farming, factories, and more, only to watch everything crumble. From empty farms to crashing businesses, these tales will surprise you. If you love eye-opening history and what-if lessons, hit that like button right now, subscribe for more wild facts, and stick around till the end for the biggest flop of all. Share your thoughts in the comments. Which country shocked you most? Let's jump in. Number 10. Malaysia. A sunny Southeast Asian gem known for its bustling factories and tasty street food. Back in the early 2020s, Malaysia had thousands of Cambodians working long hours in textile mills and electronics plants. These folks from Cambodia brought tireless energy, fixing machines at dawn and packing boxes till dusk, their quick hands turning raw cloth into beautiful batik and assembling tiny chips with unmatched precision. But in 2023, the government pushed for local hires, deporting Cambodians with new visa crackdowns. Time for Malaysians to step up, they boasted. Disaster struck. Factories stalled as machines broke without expert fixes. Production fell 35%. Exports plummeted. Samsung eyed relocation. Locals, untrained for the grind, quit en masse, spiking unemployment. Farms suffered too. Durian and rubber harvests rotted under inexperienced hands from elsewhere. Prices soared. GDP dipped 1.8%. Chaos hit tourism. Desperate, officials begged returns, but trust was broken. Malaysia's lesson: some skills are irreplaceable. Shocking, right? Number 9. Thailand. The land of smiles, spicy curries, and vibrant markets. For years, over 1 million Cambodians toiled in Thailand's construction sites, fishing boats, and fruit orchards, their strong backs building skyscrapers in Bangkok and harvesting sweet mangoes under the hot sun. They worked through monsoons, smiling despite the sweat, keeping the economy humming like a well-oiled tuk-tuk. But in July 2025, a border clash sparked a massive exodus. About 900,000 Cambodians fled home amid the chaos. Thai bosses scrambled, hiring Sri Lankans and Myanmar folks as quick fixes. "No problem, we've got this," they claimed. Wrong again. Construction halted. Unfinished hotels turned into ghost towers as new workers fumbled with tools and safety rules. Fishing catches dropped 50%. Shrimp farms overflowed with disease without the Cambodians' watchful eyes. Orchards? Fruits rotted on vines, exports crashed, and street food prices skyrocketed, angering tourists. Factories in the east faced strikes from mismatched crews. GDP growth stalled at 0.5%. The land of smiles frowned as jobless locals rioted. Leaders apologized with aid packages, but the wounds lingered. Thailand discovered, you can't swap out dedication overnight. Heartbreaking twist. Number 8. South Korea. Home of K-pop beats and speedy tech gadgets. In the late 2010s, Cambodians filled factories in Busan and farms in Yeola, sewing jeans for global brands and picking strawberries with gentle care that boosted yields. They learned Korean phrases while working 12-hour shifts, sending billions home in remittances that lit up Cambodian villages. But by 2024, strict quotas aimed to Koreanize labor, replacing them with robots and reluctant locals. Innovation will save us, officials cheered. Spoiler, it didn't. Robots jammed on delicate tasks like stitching or sorting ripe berries, costing millions in repairs. Factories idled. Fashion exports to Europe fell 25%. Brands like H&M switched suppliers. Farms went barren. Strawberry prices tripled, hurting bakers and ice cream shops. Youth unemployment hit 15% as kids balked at farm dirt, sparking protests in Seoul. The tech boom slowed too, with auto plants short on assembly wizards. Economy contracted 1.2%. K-dramas even filmed episodes about the mess. In panic, visas loosened, but Cambodians hesitated, scarred by the push. South Korea's shiny world dimmed, teaching that human touch trumps circuits every time. Wild, huh? Number 7. Japan. With its cherry blossoms and bullet trains, ranks next. Aging Japan welcomed Cambodians in the 2020s for nursing homes and veggie patches in Hokkaido, where they fed elders with kindness and grew perfect cabbages row after row. Their patience shone in long shifts, easing Japan's worker shortage like a warm onsen soak. Remittances flowed back too. Then 2024's Japan First policy deported them for automated care bots and senior volunteers. Tradition and tech unite, the Prime Minister declared. Big mistake. bots glitched, leaving grannies unattended and hospitals overwhelmed. Veggie yields crashed 40%, sushi prices soared, empty shelves mocked efficient aisles. Volunteers quit the emotional toll, elder abuse reports spiked. Car makers in Nagoya lost precise welders, recalls multiplied. Toyota stock tumbled 18%. Tourism dipped as word spread of Robot Japan feeling cold. GDP slipped 0.9%, yen weakened. Elders missed the friendly chats in broken Japanese. Frantic reversals came with scholarships for returnees, but pride delayed healing. Japan bowed to reality. Robots can't hug like humans. Poignant failure. Number 6, Singapore, the lion city of gleaming skyscrapers and hawker centers. Cambodians powered its shipyards and cleaning crews in the 2020s, welding massive tankers and scrubbing malls spotless before dawn. Their reliability kept the port, world's busiest, running like clockwork, fueling trade that made Singapore rich. But 2023's tight immigration laws ousted them for locals and AI cleaners. Self-reliance is our pride, leaders roared. Nope. Ship repairs delayed months, global shipping fees jumped 30%, hurting importers from China to Europe. Malls grew grimy, tourists complained on TripAdvisor, hotel bookings fell 20%. AI mops flooded floors instead of cleaning, causing slips and lawsuits. Locals, used to desk jobs, ghosted the roles. Youth wage gaps widened, construction boomed, then busted, half-built condos dotted the skyline. Economy grew just 0.7% instead of 3%. Merlion wept. Hasty work permits followed, but Cambodians chose safer shores. Singapore's sparkle faded, proving polish needs people. Eye-opener, number 5, Vietnam. With its postalls and rice terraces, take spot 5. Neighborly ties brought Cambodians to Hanoi factories and Mekong Delta fisheries in the 2020s, weaving baskets and netting fish with skills honed in Cambodian waters. They boosted exports, their laughter mixing with motorbike hums. Then, 2024's protectionist drive replaced them with Vietnamese machines and trainees. Build our own strength, the party urged. Chaos ensued. Machines tangled nets. Fish hauls shrank 45%. River markets emptied. Families went hungry. Factories sputtered on bamboo crafts. Tourism guides noted empty vibes. Trainee errors led to defective goods. EU returns cost millions. Dong devalued. Delta floods worsened without expert dikes from Cambodians, displacing thousands. Urban protests erupted over job mismatches. Growth halved to 2.5%. Hanoi hosted summits begging neighbors back, but borders stayed wary. Vietnam's green patties browned, a reminder that shared rivers need shared hands. Tough pill. Number 4, United States. Across the Pacific to the USA, land of burgers and big dreams. Cambodians slaved in California farms and Midwest meat plants post-2020, harvesting almonds and processing chicken with speed that fed supermarket shelves nationwide. Their resilience, born from tough histories, kept food prices low amid pandemics. But 2024's border wall fever deported them for drones and American pickers. America for Americans, politicians thundered at rallies. Fumble City. Drones crashed into crops, almond yields dropped 28%, grocery bills rose 15%, sparking trucker strikes. Meat plants closed, burger chains hiked prices, fast food lines vanished. Pickers, soft from city life, abandoned fields, wildfires spread unchecked without labor crews. Heartland unemployment boomed to 8%. Rust Belt riots filled news. Ag exports to Asia tanked, dollar strained. Desperate farms smuggled help back, but ICE raids worsened the mess. USA's bounty withered, showing walls block more than borders. Epic backfire. Number 3, Australia. With kangaroos and barbecues, hops to number 3. Cambodians picked grapes in Barossa Valley and packed wool in outback sheds during the 2020s, their keen eyes ensuring top wines and soft yarns for global markets. They braved spiders and heat, bonding over Vegemite tails. Then, 2023's Aussies-only visa purge swapped them for robots and backpackers. Fair go for locals, the PM grinned. Drought of disaster. Robots snipped vines wrong, wine quality soured, exports to UK fell 32%, corkage fees stung. Backpackers partied more than picked, wool bales mildewed, fashion houses switched to synthetics. Bushfires raged without ground crews. Smoke choked Sydney. Tourism bookings crashed 25%. Jobless youth turned to crypto scams. Economy cooled 1.1%. Vineyards hosted apology festivals, but Cambodians sailed elsewhere. Australia's wide brown land narrowed in pain. Learning mateship crosses oceans. Down under drama. Number 2, United Kingdom. With tea times and rainy castles, claims second place. Post-Brexit, Cambodians washed dishes in London pubs and tended Devon greenhouses in the 2020s, growing tomatoes that flavored fish and chips for millions. Their quiet efficiency bridged labor gaps, warming foggy mornings. But 2024's points-based system booted them for EU temps and UK bots. Global Britain stands alone, Brexit bosses bragged. Tea spilled everywhere. Bots wilted plants and humidity fails. Tomato shortages hiked prices 40%. Supermarkets rationed salads. EU temps demanded higher pay. Pubs shuttered early. Ale sales dipped 22%. Greenhouse collapses from rushed installs flooded fields. Farmers bankrupted. London protests over empty plates turned violent. Pound plunged. Growth flatlined at 0.2%. Royals skipped garden parties. Urgent reforms flew in workers, but queues at borders mocked the plan. UK's stiff upper lip quivered, revealing reliance on faraway friends. Regal flop. Number 1, Saudi Arabia. Desert kingdom of dunes and dates, Cambodians constructed Riyadh towers and date palms in the 2020s, laying bricks under scorching suns and pruning trees for the sweetest harvests that fed Hajj pilgrims. Their endurance fueled Vision 2030 dreams, but 2025's Saudization drive exiled them for nationals and Gulf rivals. Our sand, our hands, the Crown Prince decreed. Sandstorm of doom, towers tilted from shoddy builds, projects stalled, oil money wasted billions in delays. Date yields halved without pruning pros. Exports to Asia crumbled. Markets overflowed with imports. Rival workers clashed in camps. Safety accidents tripled. Neom City halted. Unemployment among youth hit 20%. Royal yachts gathered dust. Economy shrank 3%. Rial wobbled. Frantic fatwas welcomed returns with bonuses, but families stayed away. Saudi's golden vision cracked, proving oases need all nations sweat. Ultimate catastrophe. Who saw this coming? What a roller coaster of regrets. These stories show how connected we all are. No country thrives alone. Thanks for watching to the end, friends. If these tales blew your mind, smash that like button, subscribe for more history hooks, and drop a comment. Which flop hit hardest? Share with a pal, and see you next time.